Pinecrest families, welcome. Thank you all to everybody who participated in our Q&A panel last week with our COVID task force. After listening to all the questions and concerns, we got together, we thought it might be helpful if we created a short little video that could kind of show you what a typical classroom experience might look like for your high school student when we're operating under our yellow safety precautions. So as you know, we've asked everybody on campus, visitors, volunteers, staff, faculty, and students to have a face covering with them at all times. And I know there's a lot of questions, who's wearing the masks, when are they wearing the masks, so hopefully that this can kind of clear up some of that. To start with, all of our faculty and staff will be wearing masks anytime they're interacting with the students. So that's number one. We are committed to being masked to keep you safe. In addition, we're gonna ask that all of the students wear their masks when they're transitioning in between classes. So in the hallways is one time when a student is going to be expected to keep their mask on. In addition to masks in the hallways, we're gonna have one-way direction traffic patterns to help avoid some of the congestion in our busier areas like the stairwells and the hallways. So students might take an extra minute or two to get to their next room, but that's okay. We will adjust for that. It's better to be safe and a little slower and do what we need to do. So once a student arrives at class with their mask on, one of the first things they see when they walk in is gonna be our sanitation station, and that will include some hand sanitizer. So every time a student walks into a room and walks out of a room, they're gonna wash their hands with the hand sanitizer. That will just be part of the routine. Also at the sanitation station, we will have cleaning supplies and paper towel dispensers. So the teachers or the students, depending on the setup of that particular class and the procedures, they're gonna sanitize all of the surfaces where students sit in between every single class. So a student will have walked in with their mask on, will have clean hands, and will sit at their clean desk that's been freshly disinfected for them. This is an example of a barrier that we might have in some of the rooms. Every single class is going to be looking for 3 safety precautions. We have the distancing of being 6 feet apart, we have a physical barrier, something similar to this, and we have face coverings. Every teacher is going to be asked to make sure that there's 2 out of those 3 safety precautions in every room. So in a room like this one, if there's only 6 students, the 6 students will be more than 6 feet apart, they will have physical barriers, and they'll have an opportunity to take their mask off only during the instructional time of that lesson. They can take it off for a reprieve while class is going on. If they need to get up to get a tissue or use the bathroom or sharpen their pencil, we'll ask them to put it back on until they return safely to their seat. In a room that might have 15 students, that might be a situation where we will ask the students to keep their masks on. So we will have the masks and we will have the barriers, but they might be something like this, where the 2 students are not necessarily 6 feet apart, but they'll have a physical barrier and they'll have a mask and it will be disinfected. In addition to the student barriers, like this one, every single teacher on the entire campus is getting a large plexiglass board divider that's see-through that comes on wheels. So if I'm teaching my biology class here, I might have a very large wall in front of me and I'm wearing my mask and I'm teaching behind this clear divider. We have a spreadsheet that has a list of how many students will be in each room of the high school at every period of the day. And our facilities team has done an amazing job of walking through room by room with their tape measurers to figure out the most efficient layout for every single classroom so that we can have at least 2 of these safety precautions met. They've ordered enough barriers, we've ordered the walls, they're hooking us up with all sorts of hand sanitizers and cleaning supplies. So we have been working really hard this summer to do whatever we need to do in order to have your children here in our rooms safely so that we could do what it is that we do best. And we're committed to having them here. We can't wait to see them on August the 6th. We've been praying for you all. We wish you all the best. Thank you so much, and God bless.